Some people give me a heart attack. They say 23rd, set the alarm for 3 in the morning and get up and study. That's a real procrastinator. Okay, could they have done the reading and the studying all the way along? Yes, but they're a procrastinator, so everything slides to the last minute. That's what a procrastinator does. So how can this person who gets this assignment to study for this test, what can they do so that they won't procrastinate and get a better grade? Well, that's where these two come in. So all you have to do with something like this is a really simple math problem. And here we're talking about math, but this is easy, okay? How many chapters do they have to read? 3. How many days do they have? Well, around 14. Okay. The answer to this, without getting exact with decimals and all that, is between 4 and 5. So what you do is you pick the 4 and you come to here. What's 4 days from today? It's the 13th, then 17th, then 21st. Okay. What do we put here? All right, chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. Okay. What we just did, which takes like 1 minute to do, is that we've included little deadlines along the way. Those are really important for a procrastinator. This is bad if this is the only deadline because they're going to let everything go. Here are little deadlines, and we've also divided this big job of reading all the material into small pieces. So that's how this looks. Okay, and again, it's not a hard thing to do at all. But there's a problem. This person who makes this schedule could type it up, put it on their refrigerator with a little magnet, and they could walk up to it every day and look at it and say, man, that's the best schedule I've ever seen. But what's their problem? Yeah, doing it. If you could hit all those little deadlines, you wouldn't even be a procrastinator. Okay, so this is the first thing you have to do, but then the question is, and that's what these other 2 things that I'm going to write up here are about, is how can you actually behave yourself and get those things done? What's the trick? Okay, and the best trick I know that has cured more people of procrastination than anything else is a very simple one. This is sort of a life skill or a life truth also. But I want to explain how it works here, and that is to be accountable to someone. Okay, this phrase, be accountable to someone, usually means to be responsible to someone, obligated to them, to answer to them. If you work, who are you accountable to? Your boss, right? If you're living at home as a child, teenager, or whatever, you're accountable to your parent or parents. Everybody's accountable to somebody in different situations. So how does this actually work here? Well, here's what you do. On this day that you make this beautiful schedule that you admire, but you don't trust yourself to keep, you think of someone you know, a friend, a relative, somebody, who is kind of a reliable, responsible person. Hopefully you know somebody like that. And you call them today and you say, I have a math test coming up in 2 weeks. I have a beautiful schedule, but I know how I am. I'm not going to keep it. So could you do me a really big favor? I'm supposed to have chapter 4 read and the problem's done by the time I go to bed on the 13th. Could you call me that night at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock and just make sure I did what I was supposed to do? Okay, so this person says, okay, chapter 4, 13th, okay, got it. As soon as you hang up, you're going to be sorry you called, because now somebody else knows